And with us now, CBN News chief political analyst David Brody and editor and publisher of Inside Elections, Nathan Gonzalez. Nathan, you just heard that poll that Jenna cited. What is the latest polling information that you've been seeing? And can you help explain exactly what Californians will be voting on? I understand there's 2 votes.
Right. So the 538 number that Jenna mentioned is actually an average of multiple polls. It's not just one. And right now the polls show that the recall question is going to fail, or the no is going to win by between 15 and 18 points. Now, you know, we've all been doing this long enough that we tread into this into election projections with caution. But the evidence right now shows that the recall is going to fail. Now, you're right. This is a little bit clunky. You know, the timing is different. We're in mid-September and not November. But also there are 2 questions. Voters will first see the first question. Should Governor Gavin Newsom be recalled? Yes or no? If yes, if yes is more than 50%, then it goes to the second question, where there are 46 candidates on the ballot. The top vote getter wins, even if it's with 25%. Then that top vote getter will be the next governor, as long as the recall passes in the first question.
David, what are your thoughts on, Larry Elder, for example? Do you think one of these candidates can unseat Governor Newsom?
Yeah, it's going to be difficult. I mean, all of the polling suggests that Newsom's going to beat this. But let's also remember, I'm not sure if Gavin Newsom really wants to have a victory party. Remember, this just in, he's in a recall election. I'm not sure if you celebrate recall election victories, but that's where he is. So look, I think what we're going to look for, and here we go again, dare I say the word election fraud, but already KTLA in Los Angeles reporting that some Republicans showing up at voting places today. Once again, this is KTLA in Los Angeles, a major station out there. Republicans showing up at ballot stations across California. And when they get there, they are told that they have already voted. And they say, wait a minute, I'm right here in person. I haven't voted. They say, yes, you have. So we're going to see a lot of fraud allegations after this. I think that's where the aftermath of all of this is going.
Yeah, very interesting. David, I want to switch gears here a little bit. Justice Amy Coney Barrett made some news over the weekend saying the Supreme Court is, and this is a quote, not a bunch of partisan hacks, rather defined by judicial philosophies which are not the same as political parties. What did you make of her comment and possible motivation here?
Well, I think she's right in the sense of, we say partisan hacks and everybody will laugh and go, of course they're partisan hacks. Well, hold on for a second. I mean, look, if you subscribe to a certain judicial philosophy, then most likely you're going to come down on one side or the other when it comes to ideology, I couldn't say it, and political party. That doesn't mean they're conservative or Republican or Democrat or liberal. But if you're an originalist, then most likely you're going to see things from a conservative standpoint, not all the time, but most of the time, and vice versa on the liberal side, if you see a living, breathing Constitution. So I didn't really think there was too much to her comments. I thought, everybody's trying to read the tea leaves. But, look, we'll see how Amy Coney Barrett votes in some of these key upcoming decisions.
David, I thought it was interesting, though. She did say something along the lines, and pardon me if my memory's a little hazy. It's been all day since I read her quotes, but she was saying that sometimes she doesn't even like the conclusions that they end up reaching, and it isn't because they have a political scorecard, but because of those judicial philosophies that they're trying to mete out. Why do you think she wanted to get that out there, and why now?
Well, we can only speculate. You wonder if she's having some reservations on certain pro-life issues that are going to come the court's way. We don't know. This is just speculation on my part, but that's kind of like the betting, the bet at this point. But who knows? I can just tell you that you're going to see it more from a living, breathing Constitution standpoint rather than an originalist standpoint.
Nathan, so former President Trump, he seems to be getting closer to yes on running in 2024. I'd like to get your thoughts on that and what you think of this decision, if he does decide to run, if it could affect the 2022 midterms.
Yeah, well, I think President Trump is going to run again, but you can put me in the camp of doubting that he's going to make a decision imminently. To me, it would be out of character for him. I think at his core, President Trump is a showman. He loves the suspense. He likes the intrigue, and that comes from his television days. I think he's going to drag this decision out for a long time because it keeps people asking. Now, if he were to announce, or when he does announce, particularly if it's before the 2022 elections, I think that could actually boost, it could help Democrats. I know that sounds strange, but right now, Democrats are searching for a way to gain some enthusiasm. Right now, I think Republicans have the enthusiasm edge because Democrats are in control of Congress and for other host of issues. But if President Trump looks like another threat to come back into government to the Democratic Party, I think that could energize some Democrats who are right now either satisfied that President Trump was defeated or they don't see the urgency because Democrats are in control of Washington.
All right, gents, we are plumb out of time. Thank you so much, Nathan and David. We hope to see you again next week.
Thank you, guys.
Thank